top the college football world tonight. The Cougars became the top cats officially this afternoon when the nation's football coaches, voting in the weekly United Press poll, put BYU in the #1 spot. That's a first for the state. ESPN, Sports Illustrated, and USA Today are also in agreement. They've already named the Cougars the nation's top college football team. We'll have more on the BYU's rise to the top of the college football rankings later in the newscast this Monday, November 19th.
Yeah, Paul's all smiles today. A couple of us are. You got your yard cleaned up. The rankings are out. They look pretty good, huh?
Listen, everybody's happy. There are many people who said it could never happen, that it would never happen, but it did. BYU today was ranked #1 in the nation, number uno in the UPI board. They received 30 out of the 40 first-place votes, and here it is. BYU #1 with 30 first-place votes, 581 points. Oklahoma State is second with 2 first-place votes. Oklahoma with 2 first-place votes, Texas with 3, and Washington with 1. Then Ohio State, Florida, Nebraska, South Carolina, Boston College, followed by Auburn, Miami, Southern Cal, Southern Methodist, Florida State, TCU, Virginia, LSU, Maryland, and Wisconsin. And contacted down in Provo, Utah, you can anticipate Lavelle Edwards' reaction to being the #1 team in the nation.
Something we never dreamed would happen. It's until a couple of weeks ago, and then when things started to fall in place and a lot of teams were beating each other, then I told the team a couple of weeks ago that, hey, stranger things have happened. If we go out and play well and win, then we've got a chance to have something very special happen, and it has, and of course we're very pleased.
Chris Pella and his Aggies get the first shot at the #1 team in the nation next Saturday when the Aggies play down in Provo, and Chris Pella was delighted that BYU was ranked #1.
Every week, every team plays you with the idea that they're going to dethrone you. Nobody overlooks you. And if you can play 11 games in this schedule, this day and age, and be undefeated and the only team in the country, I don't care how you evaluate the schedules, that is a feat. Because I'll tell you what, on any Saturday, anybody can beat anyone. It's like professional football. And you can't use schedules as a crutch. And so I think they're very deserving.
That's the good news. The bad news is who will play BYU in the Holiday Bowl. Now, the bowl invitations are not supposed to come out until next Saturday, but do you know that every ranked team in the nation just about has already accepted a bowl invitation? Nebraska's going to Sugar Bowl, Boston College the Cotton Bowl, Washington the Orange Bowl, UCLA the Fiesta Bowl. It's unreal. It appears right now that Michigan might be the most likely candidate for BYU, and they have a 6-5 record. Elsewhere, University of Utah Athletic Director Arnie Ferrin and football coach Chuck Stobart met for 1 hour this morning to discuss Stobart's future at the University of Utah. There are some differences that have to be resolved between both parties, and whether they can be resolved or not remains to be seen. Ferrin and Stobart will meet again tomorrow, and we'll fill you in on that meeting. The NCAA cross-country championships were held on the campus of Penn State University today, and Ed Eyestone, born in Ogden, Utah, a student at Brigham Young University, won the men's NCAA cross-country. Weber State finished 11th as a team. BYU finished 15th, and the BYU women's team took 6th nationally in cross-country. Time now for our feat of the week, the best, the worst, the most unusual. Let's start with a college catch of the week, and here it is in the Utah-BYU game. Glenn Kozlowski duplicates Clay Brown's Miracle Bowl catch. He takes it away from 3 Utah defenders. Here's the high school catch of the week. Aldo receiver Jaron Long makes this diving catch on the Cottonwood 3-yard line. Basketball, the stuff of the week. Ralph Sampson against Indiana. Same game, the longest shot of the week, John Lucas against Indiana. And would you believe the Rockets lost that game against Indiana? Jerry Sloan is going to meet with Coach Frank Layden tomorrow morning. He has not accepted the job as the assistant coach with the Utah Jazz. He's not even been offered the job yet, but he will meet with Frank Layden tomorrow morning in Kansas City where the Jazz played, and Layden is expected to offer Sloan that job tomorrow morning. Salt Lake Golden Eagles' Kurt Kleindorst was named the Player of the Week this past week. Kleindorst, number 7 here, had 5 goals and 3 assists, and our congratulations to him. And BYU wide receiver Glenn Kozlowski was named the Offensive Player of the Week in the Western Athletic Conference for 8 catches, 162 yards. And as you saw, Shelley, you were up at the game. He made some circus catches, didn't he? I want to